Welcome to my channel. Today we discovered the Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 20 pence UK coin. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment to share your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Every coin tells a piece of history, and who knows, one rare find might make you feel like a billionaire. Don't forget to subscribe for more coin treasures. Do you want me to make this in a short, catchy style, under 15 seconds, so you can reuse it at the end of all your coin videos? Welcome to my channel. Today we discovered the Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 20 pence UK coin. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment to share your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Every coin tells a piece of history, and who knows, one rare find might make you feel like a billionaire. Don't forget to subscribe for more coin treasures. Do you want me to make this in a short, catchy style, under 15 seconds, so you can reuse it at the end of all your coin videos? Here's a long, detailed 10-minute style explanation for the 2002 United Kingdom 20 pence coin, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD. The 2002 United Kingdom 20 pence coin is a small yet significant piece of modern British coinage, circulating as part of the decimal system introduced in 1971. On the obverse front, the coin carries the third official portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by sculptor Raphael Maklauf, which was used on UK coins from 1985 until 1997, but in 2002 the portrait by Ian Rank Broadley was in use, meaning the Queen is depicted with a more realistic, mature likeness, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, one of her most iconic royal jewels. Around her portrait are the inscriptions, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 2002, which stand for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This wording reflects her constitutional position as monarch and her religious role as head of the Church of England. The year of issue, 2002, is placed clearly on the obverse, helping to mark the coin's place within the decimal era. The reverse back of the 2002 20 pence coin is instantly recognizable for its Tudor rose design, created by Christopher Ironside, the famous artist who was responsible for many of the original decimal coin designs in 1971. The Tudor rose, which combines the red rose of Lancaster and the white rose of York, symbolizes the unity of England after the Wars of the Roses in the 15th century. This design choice represents heritage, tradition, and the historical continuity of the monarchy. Around the rose is the denomination written as 20 pence, with the value 20 placed prominently at the center to make the coin's purpose unmistakable in daily use. One of the most distinctive features of the 20p coin is its heptagonal shape with 7 curved sides, technically known as an equilateral curve heptagon. Although it has 7 edges, the coin is designed to roll smoothly in vending machines and be instantly recognizable by touch. The 20 pence coin was introduced in 1982, and the 2002 issue marks its 20th year in circulation, which is an interesting numismatic milestone. By 2002, the coin had become one of the most common small denomination coins in Britain, used daily in shops, markets, and transport systems. The specifications of the coin are consistent across its issues: a weight of 5 grams, a diameter of 21.4 millimeters, a thickness of about 1.7 millimeters, and a composition of cupronickel, 84% copper, 16% nickel. Its metallic content gives it a silver-gray appearance and durability for long circulation. Unlike some higher denominations, the edge of the 20p coin is plain, without milling or inscription, which also makes it stand apart from coins like the 10 pence or 50 pence. In terms of history and context, the 2002 issue was struck in large numbers by the Royal Mint for circulation, meaning most examples are common. However, 2002 was also the year of Queen Elizabeth II's Golden Jubilee, celebrating her 50 years on the throne, which adds a layer of cultural significance to coins of this date. Although the 20 pence coin itself did not have a special commemorative design that year, the date alone connects it with an important milestone in British royal and national history. From a numismatic perspective, circulated 2002 20 pence coins hold little monetary premium due to their high mintage. However, collectors often seek uncirculated or proof versions produced for Royal Mint sets, which display sharp detail, mirror-like surfaces, and special packaging. These versions are valued higher and appeal especially to those collecting by date or by commemorative association. Over time, pristine examples of even common date decimal coins can become more desirable, particularly as they leave circulation or are hoarded by collectors. Culturally, the 20p coin represents Britain's balance between tradition and modernity. The Tudor rose on the reverse recalls deep national history, while the unique seven-sided design represents innovation and functionality suited to the modern world. By 2002, the coin had become firmly embedded in everyday life, bridging historical symbolism with practical use. In summary, the 2002 Elizabeth II 20p coin is a fascinating piece of British decimal coinage, combining heritage, utility, and national identity. With its Tudor rose design, heptagonal shape, durable cupronickel composition, and linked to the year of the Golden Jubilee, it stands as more than just small change. It is a piece of history in every pocket, a coin that reflects both continuity and progress in Britain's long monetary tradition. Backhand index pointing right, would you like me to also prepare a list of the most valuable 20p era coins, like the famous undated 20p from 2008, to include in your coin history scripts? Here's a long, detailed 10-minute style explanation for the 1999 United Kingdom 20p coin, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD. The 1999 20p coin of the United Kingdom, inscribed with Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 1999, is a modern decimal coin that reflects both tradition and innovation in British numismatics. First introduced in 1982 as part of the decimal coinage system, the 20p quickly became an essential denomination, bridging the gap between the 10p and 50p pieces. The obverse front of the 1999 coin carries the third definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the sculptor Raphael Maklauf. This effigy, introduced in 1985 and used until 1997 on circulating coins, shows the Queen wearing the regal George IV state diadem, facing right with a calm, youthful appearance. The legend surrounding the portrait reads, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 1999, which is the abbreviated Latin form of Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. By 1999, the Royal Mint had transitioned to the more realistic portrait by Ian Rank Broadley for most denominations, but the 20p remained tied to its familiar traditional presentation for continuity in circulation. The reverse back of the 1999 coin retains the classic Tudor rose design created by Christopher Ironside, who was responsible for several of the original decimal coin designs in 1971. The Tudor rose, a symbolic merging of the white rose of York and the red rose of Lancaster after the Wars of the Roses, has long represented unity and strength within the English monarchy. On the coin, the rose is crowned with the denomination clearly stated around it as 20p, with the value 20 positioned at the center, ensuring instant recognition for users in shops and everyday transactions. This heraldic floral emblem, deeply tied to England's history, makes the 20p one of the most distinctively designed coins in the British series. One of the most striking aspects of the 20p is its seven-sided heptagonal shape, technically described as an equilateral curve heptagon. While unusual, this shape allows the coin to roll smoothly in vending machines and coin slots, while still being tactily distinct from other coins in the pocket. This innovative design, shared only by the 50p coin, demonstrated Britain's forward-thinking approach during decimalization, blending functionality with national symbolism. The specifications of the 1999 issue are consistent with the standard 20p coin: a weight of 5.0 grams, a diameter of 21.4 millimeters, a thickness of 1.7 millimeters, and a composition of cupronickel alloy, 84% copper, 16% nickel. The edge of the coin is plain, without milling or inscription, another feature that sets it apart from other small denominations. In terms of circulation, the 1999 20p was struck in large numbers at the Royal Mint, ensuring its wide availability across the United Kingdom. As such, most examples encountered today are common in worn condition, having served in everyday commerce for over 2 decades. They were used for small purchases, such as bus fares, newspapers, or items at local markets, making them part of daily life for millions of people. From a collector's perspective, the 1999 20p is generally considered common and holds little premium in circulated grades. However, as with all modern UK coins, uncirculated or proof examples from Royal Mint annual sets carry greater desirability, especially when preserved with original mint luster. Collectors of complete date runs of decimal coinage will always include the 1999 issue as part of their series. Moreover, its placement at the close of the 20th century gives it symbolic interest. It was one of the last standard coin issues of Queen Elizabeth II's reign before the dawn of the new millennium, connecting it historically to the transition into the 21st century. Culturally, the coin represents continuity within change. While Britain was undergoing social and economic modernization in the late 1990s, the 20p coin retained its Tudor rose reverse design, anchoring the nation in centuries of tradition. It is an everyday object that quietly carried national heritage in the pocket of every citizen, reminding people of both monarchy and history through its design. In summary, the 1999 Elizabeth II 20p coin is a modest yet historically meaningful piece of decimal coinage. With its crown Tudor rose reverse, its Latin inscriptions affirming the monarch's authority, and its distinctive seven-sided shape, it blends practicality with symbolism. Although not rare, it remains an essential collectible for those interested in modern British numismatics, serving as both a piece of circulating currency and a reflection of the nation's enduring heritage at the cusp of a new century. Would you like me to also create a comparative script explaining the difference between 1999 20p and the famous 2008 undated error 20p? That would make your video more engaging for collectors. Here's a long, detailed 10-minute style explanation for the 2003 United Kingdom 20p coin, Elizabeth II, DG Reg FD. The 2003 20p coin of the United Kingdom, inscribed with Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 2003, is a key example of modern decimal coinage during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. Introduced into circulation in 1982, the 20p was created to fill a practical gap between the 10p and 50p denominations. By 2003, the 20p had already been circulating for more than 2 decades and had become one of the most familiar coins in everyday use across Britain. The obverse front of the 2003 issue carries the fourth definitive portrait of the Queen, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, which was introduced in 1998. This effigy presents a more realistic, mature image of Elizabeth II, facing right and wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, one of her most iconic royal jewels. Around the portrait runs the Latin legend, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 2003, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The date of issue, 2003, sits prominently within the inscription, marking its place in the decimal series. The reverse back of the coin retains the classic Tudor rose design, created by the artist Christopher Ironside for the original decimal series. The Tudor rose is one of the most famous floral emblems of England, symbolizing unity and strength, as it merges the red rose of Lancaster and the white rose of York from the historic Wars of the Roses. On the coin, the rose sits prominently in the center, crowned at the top, with the words 20p encircling the design and the denomination 20 displayed boldly at the center of the rose. This elegant and timeless design remained on the 20p from its introduction in 1982 until it was replaced in 2008 with a new shield design by Matthew Dent. Therefore, the 2003 issue represents one of the last full decades of circulation for Ironside's heraldic motif before the change in Britain's coinage style. One of the defining physical characteristics of the 20p coin is its equilateral curve heptagonal shape, a seven-sided form that is both practical and symbolic. Though it has 7 sides, the curved edges ensure that the coin has a constant diameter across its shape, allowing it to roll smoothly in vending machines and coin slots while remaining easily identifiable by touch. This design feature reflects the Royal Mint's innovative approach during decimalization, ensuring accessibility and functionality in everyday commerce. The specifications of the 2003 20p coin are standard. It weighs 5.0 grams, has a diameter of 21.4 millimeters, a thickness of about 1.7 millimeters, and is struck in cupronickel alloy, 84% copper, 16% nickel. Its plain edge sets it apart from other denominations such as the reeded 10p and 50p, making it distinctive both visually and physically. These details made the coin highly durable in circulation, with many examples lasting in pockets and tills for decades. Historically, the 2003 issue was struck in very large numbers for circulation by the Royal Mint, making it common in everyday transactions and easily found today in circulated grades. In that year, Britain was celebrating its rich history, while also moving forward into a new century, and coins like the 20p served as everyday symbols of continuity. While the design itself was not commemorative, the date 2003 situates the coin within the broader timeline of Elizabeth II's long reign, adding cultural resonance for collectors who build complete sets of decimal coinage. From a collector's perspective, the 2003 20 pence is not considered rare in circulated condition, but uncirculated and proof versions, especially those issued in official Royal Mint sets, are more valuable and sought after. Such coins retain sharp details, mirror-like surfaces, and original mint brilliance, distinguishing them from heavily used circulation pieces. For those creating full year-by-year collections of decimal coins, the 2003 issue remains an important inclusion, particularly since it represents the period just before the introduction of the redesigned coinage in 2008. Culturally, the 2003 20 pence coin is symbolic of Britain's balance between tradition and modernization. The Tudor rose harkens back to centuries of English history and monarchy, while the practical seven-sided design reflects modern engineering and functionality. By the early 2000s, the coin had become an everyday companion for millions of people, used for small purchases such as snacks, newspapers, and transport fares, making it both a practical tool and a historical artifact of its own time. In summary, the 2003 Elizabeth II 20 pence coin is a representative example of Britain's decimal coinage, uniting historical symbolism with modern practicality. With its crown Tudor rose reverse, its Latin inscription affirming royal authority, its distinctive seven-sided shape, and its role as a circulating coin of the early 21st century, it stands as both a piece of currency and a cultural emblem. Though common in circulation, its historical and numismatic value lies in its connection to the early years of the new millennium and its place in the enduring legacy of Queen Elizabeth II's coinage. Would you like me to also prepare a full script covering the 20p coin's history from 1982 to 2008? So your viewers get the whole. Here's a long, detailed 10-minute style explanation for the 2001 United Kingdom 20 pence coin, Elizabeth II, DG Reg FD. The 2001 United Kingdom 20 pence coin, bearing the legend Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 2001, is part of the decimal coinage series first introduced in 1982 to fill the gap between the 10 pence and 50 pence denominations. By the year 2001, the 20p coin had already established itself as one of the most practical and widely used small denomination coins in Britain, popular for everyday purchases and easily recognizable due to its unique shape and elegant design. The obverse, front, of the 2001 issue features the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by sculptor Ian Rank Broadley and first introduced in 1998. This effigy depicts the Queen facing right, with a strong and realistic representation, rather than the idealized images of earlier portraits. She wears the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a personal and historic royal jewel that has appeared on several of her coin portraits. Around the effigy runs the traditional Latin inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 2001, which translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The date 2001 is an important part of the inscription, situating the coin within the timeline of Elizabeth II's reign and the nation's modern decimal coinage history. The reverse back of the coin displays the classic Tudor rose design, created by Christopher Ironside. This crowned rose has long been a heraldic symbol of England, uniting the red rose of Lancaster and the white rose of York, and is here crowned to signify the monarchy. The words 20 pence encircle the design along the outer rim, while the denomination value 20 is set boldly at the center of the rose, making the coin easy to identify even at a glance. This design was used consistently on the 20 pence from its introduction in 1982 until the 2008 redesign, which replaced it with a new shield of the Royal Arms design by Matthew Dent. Thus, the 2001 issue represents the long-standing Tudor rose tradition, a design that reflects both history and continuity in Britain's coinage. One of the most notable features of the 20 pence coin is its heptagonal shape, 7 sides with an equilateral curve. This shape is both distinctive and practical, allowing the coin to be instantly recognizable by touch and visually unique among other UK coinage. Despite its angular design, the coin has a constant diameter, which means it functions smoothly in machines such as coin slots and vending mechanisms. This innovation, introduced during decimalization, demonstrated the Royal Mint's commitment to both usability and design excellence. The specifications of the 2001 20 pence are consistent with the standard for this denomination. It weighs 5.0 grams, has a diameter of 21.4 millimeters, and is composed of cupronickel, 84% copper, 16% nickel. The coin has a plain edge, unlike other coins such as the 10p or 50p which often feature reading. This plain edge helps to set it apart, as well as offering a smooth tactile experience. These durable specifications allowed the 20p coin to circulate widely and last for decades, with many examples still in circulation today. In terms of historical context, 2001 was an important year for Britain, as the new millennium had just begun, and coins issued around this time are often seen as part of that era of transition and modernization. Although the 2001 20 pence itself is not a commemorative design, it forms part of the everyday coinage that reflects national identity and stability during Queen Elizabeth II's reign. It represents a period before the coinage redesign in 2008, marking it as part of the classic Tudor Rose series. From a numismatic perspective, the 2001 20 pence is a relatively common circulation coin, struck in large numbers by the Royal Mint. Circulated examples hold little value beyond face value due to their availability, but high-quality uncirculated coins and proof strikes from annual collector sets carry greater interest and desirability. These collector versions, protected from wear, showcase the sharp details of Ian Rank Broadley's portrait and the fine artistry of Christopher Ironside's Tudor Rose. Such examples can be valuable additions to complete year-by-year collections of British decimal coins. The coin's cultural and symbolic significance lies in its ability to combine historical heritage with practical modernity. The Tudor Rose links the design back to centuries of English history, uniting dynastic symbols under the crown, while the unique seven-sided form reflects a 20th century innovation in coin design. By 2001, the coin had already become an indispensable part of daily life, commonly used in shops, buses, vending machines, and for small everyday payments. For many people, it is coins like the 20 pence that form the tangible, everyday connection to the monarchy, history, and the nation itself. In conclusion, the 2001 Elizabeth II 20 pence coin is a blend of tradition and practicality. With its crown Tudor Rose design by Christopher Ironside, its fourth portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Ian Rank Broadley, its unique seven-sided shape, and its role in circulation at the start of the 21st century, it holds both historical and cultural importance. Though common in circulation, it represents a meaningful chapter in the story of British coinage, bridging the classic traditions of the past with the everyday needs of a modern nation. Would you like me to also prepare a comparative script covering the 1999, 2001, 2000